Democracy in Bhutan is just 6 years old. At such a crucial time in this nation's transition, free media is on the verge of collapse financially, and journalists complain there is little freedom of the press. Many of them are looking for jobs in other industries.
I had to leave Bhutan Observer because the media in Bhutan, particularly the newspapers in Bhutan, recently have become completely unsustainable.
A lot of things happened besides journalism, so I figured that was the way to go. So
very on the time, and I have my own personal problem, so which I have to leave the Bhutan Observer.
Senior experienced journalists are leaving the profession
in fostering a vibrant media atmosphere.
The quality of journalism went down, and that's how some of senior journalists like me became demotivated, discouraged, because I thought if there was no vibrant media market, if the newspapers in the country were not vibrant, we could not practice good journalism. If we could not practice good journalism, there was no reason why people like I should stay in the media.
Bhutan is a small nation in the Himalayas with a population of a little over 700,000 people. The market for newspapers is small, and so is the size of the private sector. While the journalists want to remain independent,
good job by having fewer number of newspapers.
It's not just financial crisis. Journalists also find it difficult to write stories freely. The Journalists Association of Bhutan did an assessment study this year. It found that more than 50% of journalists think there is no freedom of the press. 66% feel it's difficult to access public information, and at least 47% say they have been threatened for writing critical stories.
And also that they are scared to cover critical stories, because a lot of them have been threatened by people in power.
But of course, it's the people who do the threatening. Actually, it does happen. But the people who do the threatening aren't stupid, and they don't want to be held to be blamed for the threatening. So they have very clever ways of doing it. And one of the ways that they go about it is that they start putting pressure on your family. You know, so I've had the pleasure of being subjected to such threats. Yes, even a piece of advice. Yeah. So that's how it goes.
The government of Bhutan, which is led by Prime Minister Shering Topgay, claims to believe that free media is essential to democracy. But journalists say his government has not yet proven its commitment to free and independent.
So, being a trained journalist both in broadcast as well as in print, I applied for a license through the radio station. We've been waiting more than 4 years now without any information, no feedback, nothing whatsoever. And I do know that people have been interested in starting private television as well, and they've been as successful or unsuccessful as I have as well.
Bhutan's constitution guarantees right to information, and the current government, PTP government, in fact promised to pass an RTI Act in the first year of its government. Again, the discussion on the bill has been deferred.
Both the parties that are in parliament, ruling as well as the opposition, both the parties have written in their manifestos that it will be one of their priorities to support the media. So now I think this is the time that they should show the political will, and I know that they are going to do, but now the question is how soon they are going to do it, and sooner the better.
When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, when you ain't got nothing left in your tank, you got to think about the people in your life that you're doing this for. And then if you could think about them, you could go one more mile. You could go one more day at work. I wish I could tell you that if you just keep going, it's going to get lighter, but that's not the truth. The truth is you got to find something within